Kings of Wheels, Eric Fankhauser, eggs and egg whites, cocoa wheats with dark chocolate almond butter. This is definitely a staple in my diet right now. What's going on Facebook and YouTube? It's been a little while since I did a video. I've been working and dieting. So I started my diet at 207 approximately, give or take. A lot of that, probably about 3 or 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds of that was kind of just water and maybe some bullshit weight. I don't know. Down to like 190, 191, hovering. Today I was about 191. Yesterday I was 189.9. So making good progress. Definitely can see a change in strength already, which is astonishing that I've already lost a little bit of strength. I was able to do 315 on incline, and I'm down to 275, and that was a tough fucking set, to be honest with you. So, good thing I had my workout partner, Brent Seibert, back on board. Team Cystic fibrosis bodybuilder helped me out, get me through my workouts. Gonna hit shoulders today with him. Hopefully, he better come back in town. And so just a little update. My macros for my off days are, I don't know, like 330 carbs, 250 protein, 80 grams of fat. Training days are 450 carbs, 250 protein, 80 fat. My refeed days are 530 carbs, 250 protein, 80 grams of fat. So what does that mean? It means I'm still kind of, I'm teetering right now between force feeding and getting just the right amount of food, in my opinion, for what I'm able to eat in a day, given my work schedule and my eating habits. So I've never been one to be on a schedule, although I always try to get between 5 and 6 meals in a day. Some days it didn't work out like that. I always made sure I got my protein in, and I always made sure I got my carbs in. I never really kept track of my fats. Now that I'm keeping track of my fats, I'll be completely honest with you. Holy shit, was I probably eating a lot of fat. 80 grams of fat is tough. And I know this is going to get tougher because I'm sure Mark Lobliner at Tiger Fitness, my coach, is probably going to lower them eventually again. And it's going to be even tougher to eat anything remotely to what I like to eat. So, with that being said, this meal is 4 whole eggs. I don't like 3 or 4 egg whites. I got cocoa wheats, which is a standby, and dark chocolate almond butter inside there to give me some good fats and sweeten the cocoa wheats up a little bit without having to add any kind of sugar or anything like that. So training's going good. Like I said, I lost a little bit of strength, but I'm doing cardio 4 days a week right now, half-hour sessions. It's like a mist type cardio, which is a medium intensity. And what that kind of means is basically I can't do HIT or HIIT. I can't do HIIT right now. Now with my lung function, I couldn't imagine trying to do that. So we're just doing like a steady cardio, doing like an incline of like 3.5 or 4 on the treadmill at like a 3 pace, 2.5, 3 pace. It's definitely working because I'm not really, like I said, I mean, I'm still eating a lot of food and I'm still losing weight. My body's not used to cardio. Even when I was going through rehab, I mean, that was a short stint, and my body wasn't used to that at all. And to be honest with you, I was in really good shape when I was doing my rehab, especially for the amount of food I was probably eating. I'm guessing that's probably why I stayed so lean while I was in rehab, was because the cardio sessions were long. It's also probably why I didn't get as big as I got when I stopped going to some of the rehab classes, and cut it down to a day a week at rehab, 2 days a week. I was going to rehab a lot. So, mostly because of the cardio benefits, then I had to cut back, and then I picked it back up again. It's kind of like an off again, on again kind of thing in terms of how many days I'm going and how many days I'm not going. So, With that said, it's a pretty standard Saturday morning. Wife's at work. I'm just reading Muscular Development, MD's magazine. Eating some food, then probably gonna go run some more errands. Already ran some errands this morning. The thing I'm not looking forward to the most right now with my diet is probably giving up Starbucks, because I get a venti mocha, even though I get it non-fat and like low sugar. Still gotta cut it out because it's still got fat in it. It's still got unnecessary carbs, and eventually I'm going to cut that out and replace it with food that actually does something that actually does something for me, because I'm probably going to be starving at some point pretty soon. Definitely getting leaner. You can see all 6 of my abs now when I wake up in the morning and throughout most of the day, which is kind of neat. For a while, you can only see 4 of them. The lower ones just weren't really there. I probably won't have to do a whole lot of ab work, given the fact that I cough all the time. My abs are pretty thick as they are, and pretty strong, so I'm not probably going to do a whole lot of ab work, to be completely honest with you. Just going to stick with dieting and cardio. I am going to switch up my leg routine, so if anybody's curious about what I was doing or what I'm going to be doing for the legs, I actually got the idea out of bodybuilding.com, from Cody Labrada, Lee Labrada's son. He had an article in there about how he was doing legs, and his CNS, central nervous system, was getting just fried, and that's kind of how I was last week. I've been getting like these on again, off again head colds, and trying to train through them, trying to train around them, and to be honest, I think it's just coming down to the amount of stress that I'm putting on my body on leg day, and the amount of sleep that I'm getting, and my work schedule and stuff like that. It's just frying me. It's just burning the candle both ends, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do a 2-week split. Heavy quad days, then light quad days with a heavy hamstring day and a light hamstring day. And then, like I said, it's a 2-week split. You just keep going. You just keep repeating. So kind of similar to like a heavy day and a pump day and a heavy day and a pump day. Keep hitting calves about 4 times a week. My calves just don't grow. Pretty much like everybody else that doesn't have big calves. I mean, it's more of a genetic thing. If you're predispositioned to have big calves, you're gonna have big calves whether you work them out or not. Most bodybuilders have to work at getting them bigger. It's usually everybody's body part that always could use, some beefing up, bulking up, growth. So other than that, though, I don't got a whole lot else for you. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of questions about like what am I eating, what are my macros, where are my calories at per day. I got a question today how tall I am. Last time I figured it out, because obviously everything's in centimeters in the doctor's office, I'm like 5'7", maybe a hair under 5'7". I had to double check it again. I'm not 100%. I keep going back and forth. I used to tell everybody I was 5'8". I'm not even close to 5'8". So I thought I was, but I'm not. So my wife gave me a little reality check with that one. But yeah, other than that, though, the plan is still NPC, the Flex Lewis Classic in Tennessee right now, June 28th. I don't know how many weeks out I am right now. I'm not even going to do the math on camera because I'll probably embarrass myself. So I don't know, probably like 10 weeks, something like that. But everything's going really good. Like I said, I mean, I can't really ask for anything else right now. Food prep, meal-wise, everything's pretty much on point right now. I'm not getting burnt out yet. Good thing. And I'm eating a lot of the same foods I was eating before, just honestly more of them. I cut back on the protein, though, which is kind of odd for me to eat more carbs than protein. Well, I usually was eating probably like just as much protein as I was carbs. So, and carbs are a lot more filling, obviously, than protein. So that's probably why I'm having such a difficult time trying to get in all these carbs, is because I was used to eating like an equal amount of protein and carbs, whereas now I'm eating a lot more carbs than I am protein. So, but yeah, anyways, keep the comments and questions coming. I appreciate everybody's support. I posted that again the other night. Means a lot to me. Just trying to just trying to do something here that no one else has ever done. I mean, I'm still running on the stack lungs, 50% lung function. Like I said before, leg day is probably my toughest day. Just because of blood flow and oxygen, it's tough getting through. Heavy squats and heavy presses and deadlifts. It's like I said, it's taxing. It's taxing my breathing. It's taxing my lungs. It's just taxing my body. It's tough. So I always feel like I could probably push myself more. Obviously, if I didn't have this disease, I could probably push myself way past where I'm at right now in my leg development and my leg days. But it's just with the amount of oxygen that I can get in my breathing on those days, it's just really difficult to. I'm constantly competing not just with my legs, the pain in my legs, just frying them, but I'm also competing just to catch my breath. So kind of similar on back day when I'm doing either deadlifts or barbell rows. So those are tough movements for me as well. It leads you in more of a compromised position for breathing when you're bent over like that or pulling large amounts of weight. So anyways, we're getting through it. So again, appreciate the support. Keep the comments and messages coming. Comment, subscribe, like my channel on YouTube. Check out the Facebook page, Cystic Fibrosis Bodybuilder, spaces and all that. And stay tuned for the ride. Thanks, guys.